Listín Diario editorial for March 10th of 2023. What lessons have we learned from COVID-19? After 3 incessant years of fighting against COVID-19, the great pandemic of the modern era, there are innumerable lessons that humanity has learned to defend itself against this deadly plague. For the first time, multiple responses had to be activated, some with experimental basis from the past, others with the pragmatic or instinctive sense that advise combat against an unknown enemy. Discovering this set of actions, effective or not, is precisely what the Great National COVID-19 Forum, convened by the Listín Diario, to be held today on the campus of Pontificia Universidad Católica Madre Maestra in this capital, intends to diagnose. With the close and enthusiastic cooperation of the Ministry of Public Health and civil society entities, it has been possible to design a program of 3 panels and a general presentation by some 14 specialists and officials who had responsibilities in managing the pandemic from March 2020 until today. The idea by bringing together this select group of professionals is to take a look from a scientific perspective at the questions raised by the fight against an invisible, elusive, and resistant virus that not only threatened the health and lives of citizens, but also caused upheaval in the world economy. The Listín Diario, which has compiled an informative file on the day-to-day of the pandemic, understood that it was time for the balance sheets, and for that reason, it called for this exhibition event that happily crystallizes today. We are pleased to know that in line with our concerns, other think tanks and universities around the world are also preparing to carry out the same exercise or reflection, as is the case of the Clínica Universidad de Navarra, which will hold a forum on Monday in Madrid, similar with several specialists. Our hope is that after these examinations of the reality of COVID in these 3 years, Dominican medicine can count on a reliable, rigorous, and real compendium of how Dominicans manage this terrible calamity, and to what extent this learning and knowledge it can be useful to us in the future, given the threats of other pandemics. For Listín Diario, voiceover and translations by Indira Rodriguez.